Hi. Okay, it's Caitlin. I'm here for my first video for fitness, running, anything, all that kind of stuff, tips on that. Today I wanted to start talking about running. Just get kind of some general info out of the way and some upcoming videos that I want to talk about. So hopefully this video goes well. I feel like it's really awkward staring into that little dot on your laptop. And I have my laptop like sitting on 3 pillows. So the goal is success. So hopefully it doesn't fall down while I'm talking. So just kind of an intro, I wanted to talk about running in general and kind of how my journey with running has been. Overall, I want to keep these videos kind of short. It's like 5 to 10 minutes. So that's kind of what we're going for today. But my journey with running has been interesting. I was telling my husband this the other day. So when I was in 7th grade, I think I did like track in elementary, but I don't know if that really counts. When I was in 7th grade, people tried to recruit me to the cross country team. And I was like, no, I hate running. I don't want to do that. And did track end of 7th grade, got shin splints. So I ran the mile instead of sprinting. Not really sure how much that helps now that I look back. But anyway, long story short, I got into cross country. I did enjoy it, even though it's hard and tiring, and I wasn't that fast. I'm still not super fast, but I liked feeling that adrenaline rush and those hormones when you cross the finish line and trying to get a best time and all of that. I thought I enjoyed that. But after high school, you run 5K, so you don't do a whole ton. After high school, I didn't really do anything specific for exercise. I also did water polo in high school, so I love swimming and all that kind of stuff. So I had other outlets I liked. But anyway, recently, within the last couple of years, I started doing half marathons, and the first 2 I did, I felt like I was going to die at the end. I was like, I'm never doing this again. And then I realized that a lot of the success that you feel from the race really stems from your training. And I think I knew that all along, but training is hard. Sticking to a schedule is really hard because life is real. You have things that come up. A lot of days you don't feel like going, and I have definitely struggled with that in the past. I think everybody does at some point, especially if it's like recreational. It's not for college or anything. Like you don't have to go to practice or you'll be kicked off the team, that kind of thing. So in the past, there have been days where I have a schedule. Oh, I'm supposed to run 8 miles for this half marathon training. I wake up on a Saturday morning and don't feel like getting up early, or it's cold. I get up and I just don't feel like going, or I have something else going on. So it's really easy to skip. So kind of a little bit about this video. I'm going to show you my running schedule I'm doing right now and talk a little bit about what's helped me with motivation. So hopefully you can see this. I will put a little link down at the bottom as well so that you can print it out if you want, and the website I got this from. So I modified it a little bit because I was looking for a marathon training schedule. I'll get into a little bit more of my marathon reasoning, like why would I do that on my next video. But hopefully you can see that. Let's see if it will load. Yeah, it's probably backwards on your screen though. So I'll post it down below. So this is a 26-week training schedule. It says 12-week on the top, if you can see. And it's not showing. Anyway, but really it's 12 weeks of training, and then the 13th week was my half marathon, and then 12 more weeks of training, and the 13th week, 26th week overall, is the marathon. So I like that schedule. It's 3 days a week. It's a short, medium, long. For the half marathon, the longest I ran was 3, 6, and 11. That was 2 weeks beforehand. Then it was 3, 5, 7 the week beforehand. The longest I will run for the marathon is 4, 10, and 20, which is really long. I can't do that right now. So that's why it's coming up in a couple months and not tomorrow. But anyway, so with the running, there's a whole progression, right? So something I've had a little bit of a hard time with is that motivation. And then also sometimes you feel like, oh, I've been training for so long, I should be way faster. But a lot of the times you're increasing your mileage too, and your body needs time to recover and for your body to make changes to improve. And since you're increasing the mileage, that's increasing the difficulty. So running at a fast pace, it's harder to keep up for longer distances, right? I mean, that's, most people know that. But anyway, motivation, I think it really comes down to is commitment. Are you committed to doing it or not? And for me, I had a couple like minor unfortunate incidents that happened that helped me be more committed. The first half marathon I ran was the fall of 2016. And I did not really prepare for it. I was in like pretty good shape. Like I knew I could run forever, but I didn't really prepare very well. I think the longest I probably ran before that was like 6 miles, which is really bad. So please don't do that. So bad. And when I finished, well, during the race, my right foot, kind of on the outside, it kind of hurt a little bit, but I didn't really pay attention. I was like a few miles from finishing. And immediately after, like, it hurt. Like I was kind of limping on that foot. And come to find out, I went to the doctor. They couldn't see a fracture, but he was pretty sure that I had a stress fracture in my foot because I ran 13 miles and I hadn't trained for it. So I was in like one of those fancy little flat shoes for like a month because of that. And so I had that experience with pain. So the next one I did, I've only done 3. But the second one I did was, the spring of 2018. So just about a year ago. And the longest I ran for that, I should have learned my lesson, I think was 7.5. But I was better at training. Like I did run more consistently, even though I didn't do some of those longer ones. And when I finished my half marathon, like the last 3 miles were miserable. I'm not going to lie. If you've ever done one, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, it doesn't have to be that bad. The reason it was bad is because I didn't train as well. And when I finished, I had some pain in that foot for like a couple weeks maybe, but I didn't have to wear a boot. I just had to stop running for a while. Anyway, so I think those 2 things really helped me like learn. I learned literally from my own mistakes. So I'm telling you so that you don't have to learn from your own mistakes. You can learn from mine. So make sure you commit and you stick to your schedule. The third one I did just recently, like a month ago, I ran did everything on my schedule. The longest I did was 11 miles, which is pretty normal as a recommendation. And it was great. It was still hard at the end of the race. And I still wanted to quit, like halfway through. But it was much better. I knew that I could do it and my body was strong. So for those of you lacking motivation, put that schedule out. Put it on your calendar. Make a plan to go. If you have to go on a Friday or Saturday, set your alarm and tell yourself, I'm going to go. It's going to be great. And what helps me a lot too is to say, I'm going to go, but I'm just going to go slow. And I'm just going to go and just do it. And if I tell myself, I don't know why, if I tell myself I'm going to go slow and not to worry about my pace, it's enough to help me get out of the house and go. Because if I tell myself, okay, I have to do this super fast pace, then it feels really overwhelming and really tiring. But just that little bit of, I'm going to go, just do it. Doesn't matter how fast I take, gets me out of the house. And then when you start running and you're like, oh yeah, this feels good. I can do this pace. And usually I run faster than I plan on. So anyway, I don't want to go too long or belabor any points. But quickly before I end, I wrote down a little list here of things I want to go over. So the next video I want to talk about kind of my reasoning into a marathon and what I kind of think about it. And then after that, I want to go a little bit more into nutrition, gear, like what to wear. Yeah, the nutrition, like what to eat or drink when you're running, because I had no idea. It was kind of a process to figure that out. Yeah, what to wear, what to do when it's raining or snowing or super hot, like how do you deal with that? And yeah, so anyway, hope you enjoyed my video. Please leave some comments below. Please subscribe. I'm really excited to be doing these videos and hopefully help some of you out there. So if you have questions about fitness, obviously I'm starting with running right now, and in the future we'll talk a lot more about PT stuff because I love PT stuff and I can ramble to you guys instead of my husband all the time, and hopefully help some of you out. So anyway, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.